Hi, my name is Shane Waz, and I'm here with head women's soccer coach Laura Mann. How are you doing today, Coach?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So to get started off here, with this being your first year as head soccer coach, how did you get into this position?
Well, I was the assistant coach for a few years. I took last year off when I had my daughter Finley, and then our head coach resigned, and so I just kind of went right into being the head coach for the girls.
So what kind of a culture and standards have you started to install in the team in your first year?
So we are really big on respect between players and coaches, players and players, players and refs, just kind of maintaining that high expectation for them across the board. And then just the positivity of always competing whenever we're on the field, playing with pride for family, friends, community, the school, being proud of what we do.
So being a math teacher, how does it help you build your relationship with your athletes and keep that up?
Well, they see me in a lot of different ways. So it's good that they see me as an educator. They see more of a fun side during soccer, and then they see me as a mom as well when my kids are around.
So I know you coach an Indian Impact soccer team and you manage the Strikers Academy. How has that helped you in your first year as a head coach of the women's soccer team?
Well, a lot of the girls that I coached for Impact are now playing at the high school, so a lot of those I had a really good relationship with coming through. I coach the boys team now, so I'm coaching my son's team, so that helps with our programs, the boys and the girls programs merging, and then with Strikers, just managing all the different aspects, adding game schedules and things like that.
So with the team being 4-6 right now and only 3 games left until the sectional, what do you kind of plan to do to turn things around before the sectional?
We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We are out-possessing teams. We are playing with heart. We're playing with pride. I don't think we really need to change anything. We just need to find the back of the net a few more times.
So I've been looking through some articles about your team from past and on the school website, and 3 names have been consistently popping up. In seniors, Paige McCarley, Chloe Gardner, and then junior Ainsley Robinson. How much do you rely on them to be leaders on and off the field?
So we do rely on those, but we rely on every single girl on the field every single time they step on. So they are all holding each other accountable. We don't want it just to be on 1 or 2 players. We try to maintain everyone's a leader. Everyone is responsible for how the team performs. If you're on the bench, you're one of our hype people. If you're on the field, you're helping contribute to flow of the game, match day things like that.
So how do you plan to replace such key seniors like Paige McCarley, who I believe was in double-digit goals last season, and then another senior like Chloe Gardner going into next season?
We have really spread out our goal-scoring players this year. So we have a lot of girls that have scored several goals. I think Aubrey Bush has the most right now. I think she has 7. But we have some freshmen that are getting significant minutes, so I think they will help fill some of those gaps. Megan Byerly is out right now with an ACL surgery, so hopefully she'll be back and ready to go next season too.
So do you think that a sectional title is in the cards this year after a tough 5-0 loss in the sectional championship
Absolutely.
last year?
So we are battling hard every single day, and we're ready to play whoever we draw in sectionals.
So as a team, what are some of your goals for the rest of the season? What are some steps you guys are taking to achieve those goals?
Just to continue to play our game. When we play our game, we do short passing, get people on the backside of the goal, we're fine. So we're just continuing to do that.
So what are some of the advantages not really having that many seniors this year, and how do you plan to just take advantage of that going into the section?
We're getting a lot of experience this year. So we have freshmen, sophomores, players that haven't played a lot of minutes in the past are getting a lot of minutes, which is going to help propel us into the next seasons.
So as a coach, what is your strategy for coaching student athletes, many of whom you also teach? So how do you, stay relatable but also hold those high expectations for respect?
I think sometimes it's easier in that regard. They know the expectations that are there, and so I can hold them in the classroom. I hold them probably to a higher standard in the classroom, and then whenever we're out here to do business and to get things taken care of.
So how do you balance being not only a teacher, a head coach, but now a mom of 3?
I try to be present wherever I am at that time. So if I'm coaching, I'm all in on the coaching side. If I'm at home with my kids, I'm all in on the mom side, and when I'm teaching, I'm all in on the teaching side.
So what are some key adjustments and changes you've made to the program between last year and this year?
Fitness is probably the biggest. The biggest thing is we are, even in the final minutes of the game, we're still attacking hard. I think we're outlasting some of our opponents fitness-wise, and we're not giving up.
So what are some of the biggest differences that you've noticed between being a head coach and an assistant coach now?
I have to make a lot more decisions. That's about it. The coaching piece is the same.
So what has been your strategy for developing young star players like Aubrey Bush?
Just consistency, high-level practices, high-intensity practices, and pushing them to be the best they can be.
So do you guys as a team do anything outside of practice to help build chemistry, whether it's, team dinners or like just team building exercises in general?
So we've had several team dinners. Sometimes we have them at the complex so we can support the boys program as well, and then sometimes we go to a player's house just to get them outside of the field.
So how's playing soccer, right, in high school and stuff like that helped you, just be a coach and be a better coach?
I think just remembering how it felt to be in those situations and making sure I'm making it as positive as I can for the players.
So what advice would you give to a new coach, right, who's kind of like you, right, fresh out of high school, 18 years old, and is now a coach?
Do it because you love it. There are so many different ways that you can relate to the players, and they see you in a totally different light when you can relate to them, and we need more female coaches. So the more they can do it, the better we'll be.
So what kind of brings you joy in coaching? For like the athletes, the atmosphere, what about it just brings you the joy?
Seeing them do something they didn't think they could do, and when they see themselves through my eyes. So I always tell them, like, as a parent, you tell your kids, oh, we love you, and you don't really understand that part of it until you become a parent yourself. And that's kind of how I see the girls is I care about them so much and I know how much they can do. And I think when we beat Lawrenceburg, they kind of saw a glimpse of what I see in them and the potential that they have.
So to wrap this up, what do you want to be remembered for when you leave Greenfield-Central?
That every time the girls stepped on the field, they played with pride and something bigger than themselves.
That's all the time we have for today. I want to thank Coach Mann for coming out and speaking with us. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.